but think of what was the name of that broadcaster with the famous "We'll do it live"?
We'll do it. I don't know.
That Fox News personality, the something report. Um,
Oh, the O'Reilly report.
yeah. Oh, the O'Reilly Factor or whatever
The
it was. It was
O'Reilly
awful.
factor. That's right.
Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, and who would have thought he would be busted for sexual abuse or for not being able to keep his hands to himself?
Not me. I thought, for sure he was on the up and up and respectful of women.
Total gentleman. That's what I always thought. How you doing, Tobin Templeman? Shrouded in the dark side of the force.
Staying dark. Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
There's a line that I grew up with from a news program. This guy, Marvin Zindler, would come on to the TV and he would yell this. He'd be like, "And there's slime in the ice machine." This was like something that was like every week he would do a report on the restaurants around here.
Oh, okay. And wow, for there to be slime in the ice machine,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad then, right? It would have to be pretty bad. How you doing, Godless Summer?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah. Thought I'd jump on here because I needed to get away from, shall we say, stupid people I've been arguing with on the internet. So
this is a non-stupid person place, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So what was funny? I mean, so many things to cover that it's impossible to cram everything in 20 minutes or so over on the other channel in the first show. But I was watching, I think it was from Sky News, about these dudes who are literally going up to the Ukrainian embassy in London going, how can we sign up? What can we do? How do we get on? How do we fight? And there was one Iranian guy who's like, the broadcaster asked him, so why do you want to fight? It's like, oh, I hate Putin. And it's like, okay, I guess that's a good enough reason. Then anything else? What's up, John Hudson?
Good morning.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Yeah, I think it's incredibly brave to fly across half the world to fight in the Ukraine. A place you don't know, you can't speak the language, but you want to help.
It's not an uncommon phenomenon. You saw that happen during the Spanish Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah. We actually, in the city I live in, there's actually a monument to people from the city who fought in the international brigades. So.
Yeah. So you definitely see, because let's face it, there's a lot, and also this isn't just in London happening. I imagine that there are a lot of people in Poland, people in Hungary who have history. Those countries have history with the Russians, and so there's probably guys wanting or going to the Ukraine to do what they feel their duty is.
Yeah.
But it's scary times.
Well, I can drop an elk at 300 yards.
So, John Hudson, you're awfully far away from me to drive to for my shelter, but I'm willing to do it in case things go sideways.
There's room in the bunker.
Right. That's good to know.
By the way, I owe you some thanks, Dr. Kennard. I had no idea that Bobert had advocated the liberation of my home country.
Oh,
I had no idea that we were in such dire straits.
I have to tell you, when that trucker business happened up in Canada, and we found out that there was a lot of money coming in from the States up there. It's like, this is how it begins, by the way. This is how fascists undermine other governments is by doing crap like this. I didn't want to blow up that much, but it's like, this is how things start. And
repulsive. And also we have enough trouble with our own right-wing white supremacist nuts. So I don't know why, when America is so ripe for the taking, why would they have an interest in Canada?
It's like metastasizing. It's like a cancer in the body politic. It has to spread, right? And that's what Richard Dawkins, when he first came, when he came up with this meme, right, with the meme idea, it's like memes spread, memes jump from brain to brain, from mind to mind, and So I'm not surprised that that your insane neighbor to the south wanted to export some of its insanity up to you.
Meanwhile, we export to the United States lovely poutine, which, if you have not had,
Nothing wrong with poutine, my friend.
And that's why that's why
sounds like Putin.
It does sound like Putin.
Sounds like Putin. Yeah. So it's
Yes. But our
onto something.
Is delicious.
Yeah.
If you just quit sending the poutine and quit apologizing, things are just going to be fine.
Maybe we should switch it with I'm sorry, but fuck you.
Wow.
Oh no, sorry. Okay, it was really funny, which overrode my sense of the not don't use that word.
I loved it.
So God,
I'm glad the F-bomb barrier's out of the way. I can really feel at home now.
Nice.
Jeez, I hope I didn't contribute to the trouble bubble phenomenon.
I don't. Yeah. Well, this is part of the reason why I'm on a different channel doing this show, is because you got to spread out the risk, right, between channels. Spread out the risk.
Oh, is that why? I thought it was
one of the
experiment.
It is an experiment, but they're different variables playing out here. It isn't a real scientific experiment, of course. Otherwise, we try to keep to one variable. But yeah, it does help spread out the risk.
Well, Andy, Richard Madsen put there that a shekel is a troy ounce of silver, which I wasn't aware of, and or 1/3 of a troy ounce of silver. And I looked up the U.S. price of troy ounce of silver. It's $22 for 3 shekels. So maybe we should. You should ask for 3 shekels. I mean, it sounds like a pittance, but it's $20.
Can someone tell me what a troy ounce is?
What's that?
Someone said a troy ounce.
Yeah, 1/3 of a troy ounce.
What is a troy ounce?
It's a measure.
Okay.
It's a measure. It's a measure of any precious metal.
You just have to. It's stated clearly in the Iliad. Big zebra. Come on.
It's still traded that way in the States.
Okay. I'm going to look it up I will Google it instead of pestering you guys.
Okay. So Godless Cover, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Your shekel comes out at about $7. I think, minimally you should be, that's, buy me 3 cups of coffee. Fuck it.
Everyone. Listen to you guys. Well, I mean, maybe there should be a swear jar that you can actually donate money every single time you use the F word, and then we'll just grind down this channel and then go to another channel. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to bankrupt myself.
Yeah. So, Godless Scumber, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of stupid conversations have you been having?
I've had a little run-in with I'll mention his name, Isaiah, off the RHE podcast on Twitter. He's basically banged on for months now to anyone who will discuss this with him about atheism is a dangerous cult, and always tends to go to arguments like, well, if you have atheism, it leads to stuff like communism or whatever. And he kind of came in flying on someone else's thread about, look, this is the USSR and atheism going against to describe what's going on in the Ukraine right now. I just point out to him that the USSR has not existed since 1991, and actually, if you're looking at, even though technically speaking on paper, yes, the Russian Federation is a secular state. A lot of the studies suggest that almost half the country identifies as Christian, with the vast majority of them being the Russian Orthodox Church, including Vladimir Putin, for point that out to him.
Yeah.
But it's just
from what I understand,
it's just
Putin
frustrating.
From what I understand, Putin has nourished this relationship with with the Russian Orthodox Church too.
Oh,
it isn't something he's running away from.
And as well, I think it'd be, it'd be intellectually dishonest to say that there aren't issues with religious freedom in Russia, because I mean, there was, obviously this was the story of what happened with the Jehovah's Witnesses a number of years ago, where they pretty much outright bans them. And I'm not a big fan of the JWs, but I wouldn't advocate for having them banned either.
Right.
So, yeah. But yes, he's a bit of a. He's hard work, that guy is, but
my heart goes out to you, Godless.
Yeah. Well, he invited me on his podcast, and sort of it was pointed out to me as well. I said, I don't know if I really want to share a platform with you like that, Isaiah, because of some statements you've made in the past that do appear to be a bit transphobic. So I'm not entirely sure I want to share a platform with the guy.
Yeah. Also, speaking to him and the schedule that requires could interfere with our atheist cult meetings.
No, you're right about that. Tobin, were you going to say something? It looks like you had something.
Yeah, I don't remember where I saw it and heard this information, but I remember watching a show, and they're over there in Russia, and they're like looking at the woo that is inside of their medical industry. Yeah. And their medical, like the places that you go to get checked out. And it was really strange, but I'm having a hard time recalling a lot of the information.
So there's a lot of woo going on in the medical establishment over there?
Yeah, like their clinics have some like practices that are just odd and strange.
Like shoving crystal amethyst in your butt?
Well, that does seem a little
That's
strange.
woo.
That is some woo. That's
No, that's more like woo.
Yeah, I think I might stick to more. I might stick to more conventional medicine. Thank you very much. Yeah,
that sounds wise.
Yeah, I want to keep to my my science. I want to keep to my medical science being medical science as against to being woo based.
Well, at my age, I have no problem seeing the proctologist, but you better not try the crystal amethyst.
I'll tell you a story about that, and a story that no one wants to hear, by the way. So the first time I got the exam, right, many years ago at this point, there was this kind of like, because I would always debate with my doctor whether or not this is really necessary. And as he's putting on the glove to do the exam, he goes, "Don't worry about it, because by the time you at a certain age, you won't even care." And it's like, that's not helping. That is not helping any of this.
Yeah.
Like Chevy Chase, Moon River. Every time I've had that, that's all I can think about is Chevy Chase and Fletch when they.
Yep.
Easy back there, buddy.
So the girlfriend just notified me that she is doing jury duty today, and
Phoenix had that last week.
It looks like the trial will take 3 weeks. And I told her, you only need to say 2 things to get yourself. I mean, that's if you want to, right? I mean, I don't think anyone would really put me on the jury because of the stuff I say. And the stuff I think.
Don't count on that.
Oh yeah, and I told her the only two words you have to say if you really want to get out of it is jury nullification, and that, which we've covered on the show, the morning show before, because jury nullification is a real thing. But they may just take her. They may just do the crime.
I went in there saying everything wrong. That I thought there would be no way they would pick me. I was picked and voted as foreman of the jury.
That's great. I bet you did a good job, though.
It turned out pretty good, because there was some charges there that were just not founded. That everybody's like, oh, we'll just vote him guilty on all charges. I'm like, no, this guy was not. There was a stalking involved, wire fraud and such. I'm like, the wire fraud and all that, they proved it. The stalking, I don't know. I think this lady's a little bit, I didn't buy her story.
Yeah.
And within 3 hours, after debating among us, they concurred that them charges were unfounded. So, but he did go to prison for wire fraud.
I think after talking to a couple of public defenders, you see, Drew Morgan, who's actually a comedian, and he works with Trey Crowder. With Trey, I forget his last name. I think is it Crowder. It might be Trey.
It is
Crowder.
Trey Crowder. Yeah.
Trey Crowder.
The
redneck comedy tour.
Yeah.
Right. Good guy, Drew Morgan. It's been on the channel before, and he was a public defender before going, into comedy full time, and he had stories. He has stories about what prosecutors do, the dirty tricks they play.
Well, you got to throw that reasonable doubt in there. If there's a reasonable doubt, you can. You can't do it. I just, and if we would have had to sit there for weeks, just because I had a reasonable doubt, nobody wasn't going to change my mind on that. Nobody presented evidence to change my mind. I had to stick to my guns,
I would say one of the most influential movies I've seen, and I think I saw this in school actually back in the day, is, what is it, 10 Angry Men?
12.
Yes.
12.
Yeah.
12 Angry Men. Thank you. 12 Angry Men. And
a cat.
And of course, there's always a cat involved. But that was pretty influential for me about how thinking about things. And it's a good skeptical movie too. A lot of about challenging your initial thoughts, your initial impressions, and everything.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about it is because it had a juror introducing evidence, which you can't do.
Yeah.
So he should have been thrown off.
I thought you were going to mention the anti-zebra storyline.
No,
I don't remember that part.
No, well, you have to rewatch it.
I've been on 2 juries, and the thing I found on both of them is the jurors couldn't wait to get out of there, and which kind of puts pressure on the conversation of deliberation.
Yeah. Which they went over in the movie too. A lot of people just want to go home. They just want to close the door and just walk out.
Jurors want to have fun.
Jurors just want to have fun. That's right.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
But there's a lot of things. In fact, you can make an argument that most things in the world don't make sense. I think we have another person in, which I didn't realize. DHS. Have we seen DHS here before?
I don't know DHS.
Is he the one with the really big? Never mind.
I think we've seen DHS before. Is this a new channel, DHS? Have you been on before, DHS? What's up?
Is this a new channel?
This is an old channel that I'm using for the after party after show now.
I ain't seen you forever, dude.
It's been a long time.
Why have you not streamed it anymore?
Well, I am streaming on the other channel Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:30 or so, 9:25. So I am definitely here streaming, doing things.
I remember Zebra.
Yeah.
That's the only person.
I remember you too.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah. How you been?
You were the guy who
There was
wanted
one guy
people
that
to
I
vote.
think I talked to after the show ended too.
Yeah.
No, John Hudson's a good guy. I don't
And
care what
how
things
is
you
your
I don't know,
decide.
I
plan
talked
coming
to him,
along
yeah.
to implement 160 IQs required to vote?
Well, that would be nice.
I'm
Maybe.
joking. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
that's joking. Is that what you're doing? You're joking.
He remembers
Uh,
me.
Yes, I do. You were sort of gently poking us with the idea that you felt that we had the notion that only people with an IQ of 160 should vote.
Yeah.
So I'm projecting it onto
I
you.
didn't say anything about y'all. I was just saying, like, people should have an IQ to
They
vote.
should- Actually, though, what I remember from the time that you were here before D High is that you had a big bottle of something with you, and that you were
Everclear?
drinking. Oh, there you
Like
go.
this.
Just like that, just something similar. If
Yeah,
not that.
what is that? Everclear.
Oh my
190
goodness.
proof? Holy jumping.
Yeah.
Imagine alcohol in Wild Heart appears. Look at this guy.
Oh, Walmart. I know Walmart. He's been in another show. There's somebody that I remember like trolling him before, and he joined the show.
Yeah, I saw D High, so I had to come on. So, okay.
What's up, bro?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Good to see you, Wildheart.
Whatever it is.
Oh yeah, it was John. John. Oh yeah, John. John fucking like you joined his show.
Yes,
Did
and
I
you've joined
fuck
my
with
show
you?
several times. You just don't remember it because you were drunk.
Yeah, but John was an asshole in your room. He was like, I don't know, fascinated with a girl in your room. He was trying to like play religion on her.
Yes, he pretended to be a Mormon, and he said he became a Mormon because he wanted.
He's not religious.
I know, he was trolling.
So he was just joking around, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you become Mormon just
I
for
don't know.
Starbucks
I
and
don't
stuff.
know him. Like he could be religious, but I'm pretty sure he was just trying to like cause trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm John. I'm from Utah. Definitely not Mormon.
John isn't here. We're talking about John.
Well, I was talking to when I was working with people with disabilities, there was a consultant neuropsychologist who worked with us, and he was marrying a Jewish woman, and he decided he was going to convert to Judaism. And it's like, so his name is Neil. So, I had a pretty close relationship with him. He was very friendly. And I said, so why are you converting? And I wasn't. And I think the only answer I got was basically he shrugged his shoulders and said, something like that.
I guess if you had to convert to Judaism, you could always sneak out on Saturday mornings for a BLT at Denny's or something.
Yeah.
And just keep.
Have you ever heard of American Third Party Cast?
Oh yeah. I've had Howie Hawkins on this channel from the Green Party.
You talked to that guy before?
I've talked to him on 2 different occasions. Yeah, good guy, solid man. Union, blue collar guy, does good work.
He looks like a president.
He's
very formal.
Great guy. Yeah, he'll probably come on the channel again whenever the election madness kicks up. And there's also
him somewhere else. I wish I could do that.
In the city that I live in, we actually have 2 people on the city council who are Democratic Socialists. I think I have that right. Democratic Socialists who are, to the left of the garden variety Democrats up here. So yeah, there's definitely. I am intrigued with third-party candidates.
Didn't they just get voted in?
Yeah, these 2 candidates just got voted in the last election cycle.
I remember you speaking of that.
Yeah. So, I have a friend who's a big L libertarian. I was a big L libertarian.
Do you know his girlfriend's name by chance?
What's that?
Do you know his girlfriend's name by chance?
Whose girlfriend?
I make a third-party cast.
Oh, of Howie Hawkins?
Angela Whitehead, or no, that's not it. His running mate is
Yeah.
is that what you're asking?
His girlfriend, I think. Do you want to know someone's girlfriend? That's worrying.
Oh, my girlfriend?
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I think I have to be. See, this is the problem. Is I feel like I have to be as equally drunk as DHS right now.
No,
Really
I was
bad.
thinking that I knew the name, and then you said something else. I was like,
I really think I have to be, but I can't because I got to go to work. I have to go to my day job in a bit, so I can't really be drinking this early right now today. But that's why we have Wildheart on the panel, right?
No, I've stopped drinking. I don't drink anymore.
You don't drink anymore, Wildheart.
No, I've stopped.
Congratulations, sir.
Good for you, man.
A little fuel for the coffee.
cheers, Sean.
Well, I'm retired, man. My animals don't care if I'm buzzing.
Mm.
I haven't drank for over 12 years.
Over 12 years, Tobin.
Well,
nice job.
Impressive.
I
actually thought that I was the only person drinking here. John is like.
I generally wake up with a little bourbon in my coffee or Jameson, blended. I like a little bit of whiskey in my coffee.
I'll say this: after my divorce, I'm drinking less than I was when I was married. So divorce is good for you, at least in my case.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know why divorce is so expensive?
Tell me.
Hey,
because it's worth it.
Hey, I had a relationship that I was drinking all the time, and then like she didn't want me to drink, so I would like. And she only wanted me to drink socially, so I went and I would like fucking run to the fucking liquor, like run to the.
Try to control the F word a bit, DH. Can you turn it down just a little bit?
Sorry. I would run to the convenience store and, like, buy a bunch of beer, come back home, and I would, like, chug that, like, as fast as I could until she got back. And, then after she left, I couldn't drink, like, by myself anymore. I could only drink socially, like she brainwashed me.
Well, I feel conflicted about that. On one hand, you now don't have really the benefits of drinking alone, but on the other hand, you have the benefits of not drinking alone. I mean, I
appreciate it. Like, I like it. Yeah, I like only drinking by myself. I mean, only drinking with other people. My bad.
Yeah, I like drinking with other people. Big fan of the pub. Big fan of being out and being an antisocial person as I am. I do like drinking with with people and just having a good time. Yeah,
it does help.
It's not that I'm like.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was going to say it's not like I enjoy going out because I like being around people. It's just, if you ever drunk Guinness out of a can, this ain't right.
Guinness just as bad full stop. Draft Guinness is just as bad. It's awful. It's an awful drink.
And I mean,
I love draft Guinness.
It's a Marmite thing.
It's an anytime thing. Like having to fucking do this. It's doing something good for my like streaming career at the same time. So,
well, about 3 miles down from the road from me, it's the closest place. It's called Dreamland, and they've got a tap wall that they've got over 30 beers on draft.
Oh wow!
And and they open up at 7:00 in the morning. So.
Wow! That's very Texan. Very Texan.
Hill country life, baby.
Do they have a breakfast there?
Yes, they do.
Okay,
Yes,
well, then
they've got food, and I like going down there. I'll go down there and just have some breakfast, drink or two, and check out the news in the morning. And in the afternoon, they've got miniature golf. They do concerts there.
Oh, wow.
Pickleball. Just splash pad for the kids. I'll grab the grandkids and go down there and let them play on the playground and such, because big pavilion there, it's all covered on a rainy day, and they can play on the playground or a splash pad in the summertime. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I like to, fucking just, be like, whenever somebody's like trying to call me like an alcoholic, it's like, I only drink when I cast. That's one thing that I love about it.
I'll have to tell you.
People always try to insult me about that shit.
I'll tell you the truth. I'm typically a happy drunk, but the last time that I was, but sometimes I'm not. Like the last time I got kind of, had a couple, I was getting awfully close to not being a happy drunk and not being angry either, but just being sad. It's like, well, why would I do this if I'm going to feel sad? There's no reason, right? So that's.
Does it depend on the kind of drink you're drinking?
What is a sad drunk like?
What?
Not happy. Not this. I'll tell you that. It's just,
well, weeping, a crying drunk. Maybe it's cathartic though. Like listening to a sad song.
I don't need to address my emotions. I'm hoping to die before I have to address any of that stuff.
I've only seen you shitty drunk once, Andy.
Oh yeah. Well, really? I was.
With Seamus, and the other times I've read your intoxication on some of your posts, though.
Yeah. My intoxication on my posts. I can get pretty funny then. All right.
They are. They're brilliant.
All right, I do have to run because I have to get ready for work, everyone. So thanks for showing up. Doing the same crazy thing tomorrow. DHS, good to see you, sir.
Shamala hamala.
Shamala hamala, everyone. Take care, everyone in the chat.
Bye.